So the Indian Pacific Wheel Race has been going on for I think yesterday was the 10th day, this is the 11th day. There's also been lots of people making loads of coverage of it. I just wanted to put what my thoughts are on who I think is going to win the Indian Pacific Wheel Race, which is a bicycle race from Perth in Australia to Sydney in Australia. It's 5,500 kilometres, and some of the top ultra athletes are racing this, like Christoph Alligat, Mike Hall, Sarah Hammond. There's a few others. Obviously, there's a few that dropped out. And basically, I think Christoph will win. Not because he is first and currently in first place, but I honestly think that Mike Hall has had quite a few issues throughout the ride, and it has pulled him back a little bit, I would say. Christoph seems to be super strong. He seems to still be quite fresh in the legs, and he's going at a rapid pace. I remember at the start he was going at 35 kilometers an hour, which is just insane to be going for that long. These guys are doing around about 400-500 kilometers a day. That's around about 15 plus hours in the saddle. That's insane. And these guys are going to be doing this for probably the next 2-3 days. Obviously, there's loads of people who are further down the pack that would take a lot longer. But I honestly do think Christoph will win. I have a kind of feeling that Sarah might overtake Mike, just because I just feel Sarah at the moment is super strong. And I mean, I'm only going from the video footage that the race organisers and Rafa are making, and going from what the riders are saying. I just honestly do feel that Christoph is really strong in this race. I mean, I was watching the recent day 10, and a day where they had all four seasons in one day, and Christoph his spirit seemed to be the highest out of them all. I mean, Mike's spirits are still high, and he's still determined, and hats off to him for keeping up the gap and keeping it under 100 kilometers, which is fantastic. But honestly, he's been doing this for the last 5-6, well, right from the start, and I just feel that I don't think that gap's really gonna close completely. And Christoph is just we'll see. Obviously, the Alpine, the hills are coming, whereas they're going to be 1,500 meters of elevation. And I just think that Christoph will win, and it's Sarah or Mike. I'm not quite sure who will win, but I think Sarah's closing in on Mike, and I think she has the power. I mean, she's holding off. She's ready to put on the last spurt of energy, spurt of speed to overtake Mike. But I honestly think it's in her. I think to be able to overtake Mike. I don't know. We'll see. There's probably a couple of days left. They've got probably about 1,500 kilometres left before the end of the race. It ends at the Opera House in Sydney. We'll see.